think that's about the brightest we're going to get on this video tonight. But yeah. Apologies if this is a little bouncy and jumpy. I'm holding this in my hand and trying to move around and trying not to drop it off the side of the deck. It's quite a long way down. Well, for a phone, that is. I could probably jump this no problem and just end up with maybe a scratch or two from a few tree limbs if I land it properly. I'm not going to demonstrate that tonight, though. Been listening to some John Denver. We hit up the Goodwill. I got a new subwoofer for the stereo, and picked up a whole crapload of cassette tapes. I used to have a bunch. Now, mind you, I'm only 23, and I used to have a bunch of 8 tracks, and I had a whole bunch of John Denver. Never really listened to much kids' music when I was younger. I always listened to, I don't know if it wasn't, stuff like Meatloaf or Van Halen or that sort of stuff. I was listening to John Denver and that sort of thing. Classical, and then various classical music. Set this down for a minute. Well, I'm just enjoying a nice little simple night out, Looking out into the woods at night is something much different during the day. There's a certain serenity about it that you just don't get during the day when you got the bustling of the city and all that. It's nice just to, especially, in the city, just have a little bit of quiet space to kind of come out and reflect every once in a while. I've been smoking inside a lot during the winter, so haven't been able to come out and enjoy them in the past couple of days with my sprained ankle. Standing on it now, it's still kind of killing me, but I've gotten used to the pain, and it's starting to finally die down, so I can stand on it for a bit. But it's nice being able to come and just enjoy, the serenity. I feel that kind of just as like a whole, people take for granted just having a bit of silent time, especially nowadays, when we have all this technology and the connectedness of the internet, which is part of the reason why I'm thankful I don't have a fancy Android phone or any of that kind of fancy crap yet. kind of keeps me from being too connected with things. Which I found is quite calming. Especially when you're dealing with the severe anxiety disorder that I have. It's nice, not to be connected to things. And when I'm at home, I always have my cell phone at least the ringer turned off. I usually have it nearby me so I can see it when it lights up for when my wife calls me, but that's usually about the only time I'll answer my phone unless it's, my parents or something calling.